Russell always has
should we just start out talking about all the crazy stuff that about the bad expectations people have about like AI? Let's just talk about.
Oh yeah, no. So I definitely want to ask this. Like, I'm getting up. So, Pete, so you work with like the AI, and you're like, do you ever think to yourself that you're the scientist who's like behind the villain? You're like, we were just trying to do it. Like, I just wanted to see how far we could go, and then he used it for. Do you ever think about that?
I don't think we're there yet.
I know I'm being hyperbolic, but you never think of yourself like that.
No, I think everything we're doing is pretty good.
I feel like this is my major problem with like superhero things, because I love comics and comic books, but it's always like the mad scientist that like becomes the villain, and I'm like, just show some boring shit like what we do.
Did anybody see the movie Venom?
No.
Okay, yeah, it was, I know Angela did, it was straight garbage. But the bad guy in Venom is he's an Indian American scientist. he might as well has been like also gay and liberal. He was just clearly, this is a movie for very boring white people and all of the things that they're afraid of. Not that those of you who liked it are also boring white folks. You're smart, you're my audience, so I love you.
Now I gotta watch it to support that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's acting career.
Yeah. The actual like portrayal of why scientists are doing this work. Like for me, I was just thinking about this. Like what's so interesting to me about this kind of work is that like what I find interesting is that why it's so hard to do it, because it's an insight into why humans are so interesting and complex.
Right, yeah.
I don't know, Pete, if you have similar reasons of what you find so
What's interesting in all the studies that we do, in many cases, people know that these things that they're interacting with, even though they're embodied characters that are able to express, they know that they're machines, but that doesn't stop them from reacting as if they're not. And so something subtle as an emotional expression kind of kicks them into evolutionary mode that makes them respond as if they're real humans.
So just to sort of read it, you're saying like with the study you were presenting that people still think like that these AIs can have a culture, like that just because this AI clearly is like just a robot thing on the screen, like just because it's an accent, it is like a person from.
People are racist, y'all. I heard that when you were talking about the interpretation of how like it's individualistic for American accents and not so for like British accents.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit, some asshole is gonna take this and run with it.
It's some Jordan Peterson that's gonna make this whole thesis.
Yeah, that's like that's like I feel like people assign a lot of these like human like tribalistic stereotypes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Just because of evolutionary reasons, but it's not like when you think about it logically, it's not applicable. Like Watson, right, who won the Nobel Prize for the double helix structure, went around for like a long time telling people that black people's brains were different than like everybody else's, and people believe him because he won the Nobel Prize, but in molecular biology, he doesn't know shit about neuroscience. So I think like you have to like look at it in the niche that it is.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of niches.
I
just wanted to say it like you, because I wanted you to know that I like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understood that you individually expressed that from your American accent.
Yeah. Thank you. See, it's all about
likes me. Dylan
culture.
still loves me.
Right. And Russell can't like anyone because he's a robot.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking reveal would that be? Like, it would be honestly way too early. We still have like 3 more years of science before Russell can reveal his robot. This is a question for Pete. Just follow me, man. Just stay in my space. So you have a 2-year-old, right?
Right.
And as you're watching your child learn, and the things your child is able to put together, and the things that AIs, the computers can't, does that, one, show you what you want to do, and also like, holy shit, people are amazing?
Yeah, no, it blows my mind. So one of the things that I've been reflecting on that a lot, and kind of in terms of his cognitive development, but the fact of how astounding his memory is. So he'll bring up stuff that we've never explicitly taught him, but he'll recall back. And so these things don't really have a memory. So if you've had that natural language demo, it's not going to remember your interaction, and it's very rare for many of these systems to, even these things that are in production. So
like just, like say we were doing that experiment, talking to it, like it has no idea that you drove a car to get to that place that day. Like it has no inference or knowledge of anything about you.
So this
right?
could be like, this is where sex robots come in. This is my boyfriend.
Dylan has been wanting to talk about
This is
sex
every
robots.
man I've dated. I don't remember things. Who are you?
Oh my god. See, okay, here's how I feel about sex robots. If it's you who wants one, very pro. If it's us who wants one, pretty against. There's like a lot of
Are you
feminist
posing that
research.
as a question?
How
do you want sex?
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
talk about
how do we
feminist
feel?
research.
Okay.
Secondary.
Okay,
what do we find
secondary.
out?
Do you guys want sex
Can I
robots?
like withhold my answer?
Let's do a raise of hands
I
from
don't
the
want
audience.
I don't want a sex robot, but like when I saw that movie Her, anyone else see Her? Clap if you saw Her. I would definitely fall in love with the AI. I'm that guy. I'm that piece of shit.
Wait. Okay. And everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes.
We can see you.
We can see
You're literally
Okay.
taping the show.
Yeah. Okay. Would you fall in love with a robot Scarlett Johansson voice? Raise your hand if you
Her
would.
voice.
Yes.
See, okay, we got some honesty. You're all free.
Robots isn't the worst idea. I have seen Rick and Morty, and the world did get better when the men kind of ran off and just started fucking robots.
But I got that. That's enough. Shut up.
Questions? Okay, let's do another
I
question.
like how we have scientists and it's like Rick and Morty said.
Dan Harmon, who is not the best guy. He's not my feminist icon.
Wait.
I actually, the research that I'm doing works on memory because my lab is creating a computational model of the rat hippocampus, and the hippocampus converts short-term memory to long-term memory, so we can like connect.
That's what we're doing, man.
Yeah. We're not there either.
Question from the audience.
Yes, let's open it up to the audience. Questions from any of y'all?
Yeah, Lauren, it looks like you have a question. I know you.
So you're saying that, I should have thought this through better, but so how does machine learning as far as translation work? Because if you're saying like we have to code each sentence that they understand context, and also they don't remember shit, like how is Google getting better? Is it they're hiring more programmers? What's happening?
I prefer software engineers.
I'm so sorry.
This is probably more of your field than it is of mine because, I mean, from what I understand, you can make algorithms that you give them rules to be able to learn from. You give them a ton of examples. Like one way that they do it is they make algorithms that like learn from, say, the social media. They just have people learn like responses. Like you can. It's easy.
It's the probability of like you clicking if you like this and you want to buy this. It's like they literally just take in data and they create associations based off of that. So they do have a lot of programmers, but they've also created ways to like make those algorithms more efficient with other algorithms as well. So like they have different like inputs, and then they try to like refine those searches and give you an output that's like as catered to you as possible. So it's more brute force than I think this is.
I would say it's like complicated statistics. Like statistically, this word comes after this word, or this phrase comes after this phrase, and you can just the computational power, like everything is expanding and getting better, and they have more data and better data, and that's how it's just.
But is that why predictive text can end up making such cockamamie
Yes,
shit?
exactly, because it like one thing I didn't point out is when we were doing the demo earlier, like it had the wrong words, but it gave the right response, and that's like a fluke because it statistically said when people say this, they mean this thing, which it thinks is correct, but it doesn't make sense to us.
Okay, let's get some more questions from
You
the
can get
audience.
like one more.
Okay.
So, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go with Jeremy on this one.
Yes. You just kill my fucking dick.
You're all our family except for you, Zach.
Fucking got him. Okay, so.
Boomers, bro. I have a question for Pete. So now we have virtual reality, augmented reality, machine learning, but we're still kind of using phones with our fingers. What do you think the next level of human-computer interaction looks like?
I think we're going to go in a direction where our bodily states are going to reflect kind of into these virtual worlds. And so our phones and our watches, I'm not wearing one, but are able to sense our heart rates for now. And there's work that shows that we can get heart rate from Wi-Fi routers. And so when these systems become aware of more than you and I kind of are aware of each other's bodily states, they're able to kind of do machine learning on that high level of throughput of data, and they're able to make sense of it. But I think the thing that still remains is if these systems know our bodily states, which they will because of everything we're paying for and putting on our bodies, what are they going to do with it? Are they going to react in ways where if my GPS knows I'm under stress when I always make a left in LA streets onto oncoming traffic, is it then going to route me to make multiple right turns to avoid those? It's still left on the human-machine interaction designers to kind of make use of that data. But I think a lot of it's going to come down to machine learning algorithms making decisions about that data. But I think it's going to be a combination of both, of kind of taking all that data from not only our text inputs, but also other sensors that we're going to be wearing, or if we don't even wear them, it's going to be gleaned from us in some other ways.
Awesome, that is a great place to stop.
That is a great place to stop.
So yeah, so we have housekeeping stuff.
Okay,
So
yes.
we have an Instagram, Science to Show. We have an email, Science to Show.
At
We have
Gmail.
at Gmail. We have a Twitter.
Science the show.
Is it?
Or no, it might be show science.
It's Show Science. Find it. And then, Pallavi, do you have anything you want to plug real fast? Do you have a podcast?
I have a show and a podcast called Facial Recognition Comedy, and it's the second Sunday of every month at Westside, so it's this Sunday at Westside Comedy Theater, and then that's our podcast as well. Good luck finding my name on social media.
But yeah, otherwise, there's a show after us. You kind of need to get the fuck out of here as fast as you can.
But say hi to us on the street,
Yeah, no, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.